Good morning, everyone. It's Mike from Downtown Comics, and welcome to the last week. Yes, the last week of June. We're going to talk about all the new comics and covers coming out June 26, 2024. And I thought towards the end of the month we may have a lighter week, but I was wrong. This week is bigger than ever. I've actually got two piles at the end of the table I'm going to have to go through. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. DowntownComics.com will be the place to go to check out all the covers and comics that are coming out this week, some which may not be on this table. And then as well, liking, sharing, and subscribing is always appreciated. Okay, we're going to start with DC because they got a big week. We're going to start with the big crossover for DC, Absolute Power Begins. So if you don't know what this is, it's Amanda Waller just going into a new phase of nutso and going to be helped by the new Brainiac and Failsafe from the Batman series. So there you go. We are also going to start to have tie-ins. As you can see, Flash 10 here is coming out. That is a tie-in. Green Arrow 13 is also a tie-in this week to that story. Penguin 11, not a tie-in. So Harley Quinn is new this week. The limited series of Primer is finishing up. Power Girl. Now this one is still a tie-in to House of Brainiac, so that's a tie-in to another crossover. The other DC big event is Zatanna is back with her own miniseries, so she's a very popular character. We get a shiny one there, so, and she gets a new miniseries, Black Label style. Detective. And the aforementioned House of Brainiac crossover is going to end this week with Action being part 5, 1066, and Superman number 15 being part 6. So that's going to wrap it up, and then we'll know exactly who the new Brainiac is, and she can move right into the crossover. All right, let's go to Independence then. Cabinet, Blood Squad 7, Valiant starting to release some books. Bloodshot Reloaded Unleashed, number 4. World Tree, number 11. Our Spawn book this week is King Spawn 35. Grommets, number 2. A new Rick and Morty. Power Rangers. We have a new one from Dark Horse, and by Neil Gaiman, at least creator-wise. He created the concept, but not writing it. Anansi Boys, so that's brand new. And here we have our pile of independents, so we'll go right into those, even though I've got more on the rack. So, Army of Darkness Forever, on the rack, on the table. Under York, The Principles of Necromancy, and the miniseries No One. And from Mad Cave, we have Sanction, a new issue of Sanction. All right, and we'll do one Marvel before I get back to Independence. These are the reprints this week. So these are just reprints this week from Marvel. That's our stack. Ultimates, number 1, gets a second print. X-Men 97, probably your last chance to get this in comic book form. We got a third printing of number 1. Amazing Spider-Man, number 49, is reprinted. Ultimate X-Men gets a second printing of number 2. Actually, that should be with the new books. Oops, spoilers. Sorry, I thought that was a reprint. Amazing Spider-Man, the Blood Hunt miniseries, number 1, that gets a second print. And Venom 33 gets a second print. All right, so what did I put there? Okay, I thought there was more reprints, but I guess I was wrong. All right, let's move back to Independence. Animal Pound. Drawing Blood from Kevin Eastman, number 3. The Creature from the Black Lagoon. It's a cool variant. Some good covers there. We've got probably the last issue of the latest Blue Book title by Tynan. That's number 5. We've got a new in the Saber for Hire miniseries for Star Wars High Republic Adventures. Department of Truth is back. So if you missed this, it's back with a new run starting at 23. So you can jump on board that book. Sacrificers, number 8. We got a few Godzilla things today. So this is a new #1 for a new miniseries, Sons of Giants. We also have the 3rd issue of the Godzilla vs. Power Rangers. And then we'll have another special one-shot coming when I get to the Marvel stuff. Sonic is new with a one-shot. Turtles, the Saturday Morning Adventures, #14. Star Trek Defiant is new. All right, so our latest IP getting a relaunch is Gatchaman, also known as Battle of the Planets for the people like me who watched it as a kid. This is a Ken miniseries, so specifically about our leader. And then we have the main book, Gatchaman, which stars the whole team. I mean, they had a ship, and they each had their own vehicles. And, I mean, Ken had, like, bird shurikens or something. It was pretty cool. The other guy has, I think, explosive bolos, or maybe that was Thundercats. I don't remember. There's some similarities there, but I liked that show as a kid. It was fun. All right, Void Rivals, #10. And they are doing this connecting cover thing throughout all the Skybound G.I. Joe Transformers universe. That continues. And lots of variants. So, all right. Something is Killing the Children. It's #38. Got that. Whoops. Oops. Don't want to let you not see that Friesen cover. Friesen? Frison? I don't know how to pronounce it. All right, Rook Exodus hits #3. Resident Alien is back with a new miniseries, so #1 of 4 there. Ghostbusters is concluding their miniseries, so let's hope they get more Ghostbusters. And Monstrous, #52. All right, there's our independents. Whew, that's a lot, but let's hit Marvel. All right, Ultimate X-Men #3. This was a reprint. They got me. All right, this is the 2nd printing of Ultimate X-Men 3. Sorry. But new this week is Ultimate Black Panther 5. That's a cool cover. It's a cool cover. All right. Blood Hunt hits #4. And you can get the red labeled bagged version as well. If you'd rather have the bloody version, you've got that. And then we've got more variants. And that's a cool cover. More variants. All right. Spider-Gwen Ghost Spider, #2. Spectacular Spider-Man, #4. And Superior Spider-Man #8. I want to say this is the last one of that miniseries, but I'm not positive. All right, so we have our crossover annual event starting this week. So Thanos Annual is the start of a crossover, which will hit 5 or 6 other annuals throughout the summer. It involves the Infinity Watch, the new people that hold the Infinity Stones. They're calling it the Death Stone Saga, I guess. So that is part 1. X-Men tying into Blood Hunt gets another one-shot. This one is Magic. So we had Jubilee, and now we've got Magic getting a one-shot, tying into Blood Hunt. Our Darth Maul miniseries continues. And our X-Men Heir of Apocalypse. So this one's coming out every week or every other week. So they're going to get this done before the new X titles start launching. So don't be surprised by that. That's #2 already out. Union Jack the Ripper, this miniseries, is on #2. And the Godzilla thing I mentioned, yes, it is finally a reprint of Godzilla #1, the Marvel comic from the 70s. And if you are a giant Godzilla, you get a shiny version too. And if you're a fan of that, remember there's a Godzilla Omnibus finally coming out that will have the whole run of Godzilla comics that Marvel did, which is pretty much the only way to get them unless you find the originals now. All right, Vengeance of Moon Knight. And of course, if you don't remember, we're doing a lot of Scotty Young stuff. So there you go. Still doing Scotty Young covers this week. So that's their first one. Then we got Black Widow and Hawkeye. They get one. Then the second issue of Midnight Suns. That one gets one. And then the aforementioned X-Men 97, the end of this miniseries, is up. And it gets a Scotty Young cover. So that's our fourth one. Yes, our fourth one this week. Helverine number 2, that miniseries. Daredevil number 10, and that's our fifth one. And then in case you just didn't get enough of Scotty Young, he's got a new one-shot. I think he's doing the art inside. Yes, he is doing some of the art inside. So a new one-shot of the giant-sized Little Marvels. So if you haven't got enough of his covers, you can get some of his interior work as well. So that's a one-shot. And then we'll wrap it up with the end of the Wolverine Madripoor Knights miniseries. And Symbiote Spider-Man, I think that's the last one at number 4. Not sure, but a new one of that as well. Whew! All right, so I'm getting dry mouth from talking so much. Hopefully you were listening, and if not, I apologize. But I wish you the best of days. Thank you for paying attention, and hopefully you found something in this video you liked, and have a great day. Bye-bye.